Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Kat and today I'm going to be setting up my August theme in my bullet journal in my brand new notebook. So this is going to be the first theme in my new bullet journal, and if you didn't watch my new 2024 bullet journal setup on my channel, I'm going to link it here in the cards and in the description down below. I'm just using this brand new notebook from Notebook Therapy, and you can use code CATSPlanner for 10% off. And I was really excited to start my theme for August until my idea that I had in my mind was not well performed on paper, and that is actually the topic of this video that I'm going to talk about throughout the video while I set up my theme for August, is why themes in the bullet journal are not as important as their pages and the whole setup. I really wanted to start talking about different topics of bullet journal and art and maybe pen paling on my pen pal videos, because I feel like no one listens to like a podcast while doing bullet journals, so I'm doing that. And the first topic is the exact thing that happened to me in this video, which is why some themes just don't work in your bullet journal and what to do if a theme doesn't work in your bullet journal. So for this theme, I'm going to use a bunch of colors, including these new Notebook Therapy washi tapes that I got. These are from their rainbow set. I got the notebook and the washi tapes, and here I'm just using a couple of them. You can use code CATSPlanner for 10% off, and everything is going to be linked in the description down below. So let's get started with my new video and this new series that I'm creating on my channel. So to start this video, I'm going to talk about the things that I did in my bullet journal and mention a couple of things that I feel like are important for beginners in a bullet journal. So the first thing that I'm doing for my cover page is cutting up a sticker that I had laying around and using it as my cover page piece. I am one of those kinds of people that has a lot of stickers at home but just never use them because I'm always afraid that I'm going to use the right sticker at the wrong time or at the wrong page. And so I keep saving stickers, and that is also why I sell stationery grab bags on my shop, so I can get rid of the stickers and washi tapes that I have in here that I don't use. So I decided to go for it and use this sticker for my cover page because my whole theme is going to be about rainbows and pastel colors, and I feel like this sticker matches the theme pretty well. So my idea for the theme was just that, just a pastel colors and a pastel theme with some pastel Tombow dual brush pens. But as I was setting up the theme, I was just not really putting the idea that I had in my mind into paper, and that sometimes happens, and that's okay. And I just want to remind you all, if this ever happens to you, that bullet journaling is not about the theme but the pages. And this is something that I've been changing on my channel since the beginning. At the beginning of my channel, I started by just doing a bunch of colorful themes that were not my style, a bunch of stickers and a bunch of like drawings and stuff, and I was just not feeling that style, and I feel like I haven't found my style yet again. But at the beginning, I was just doing a bunch of themes for the viewers, for you guys to see and like the video, but I just never used those themes that I created, and that is wrong in my opinion. I feel like if you do videos for YouTube and if you do bullet journaling to share with other people, you should do pages and themes and use stationery that you enjoy, and that when you finish the theme you say like, that's good, that's what I like. And I've been doing that for the past year or so, but at the beginning it was not like that. And this theme was a bit of both. I think this was not my style, but it was something that I really wanted to try, and that was what I was feeling at the moment, even though this theme did not turn out as I wanted it to be. And that's okay, you know, I don't categorize this as a mistake. I feel like I was just not feeling this theme as much as I thought I was, and it didn't turn out great. But the important thing here is the pages that I'm doing in my bullet journal and how I'm going to use it throughout the month. So for my cover page, I used that big sticker in the middle, and I added a couple of washi tapes that was just not looking good. And the washi tapes of the clouds, they were really pretty, but the other ones, like the accent washi tapes, was just not it. And I really like how I did the title, but I struggled with the placement of the title, and I normally plan out on a sketchbook the themes that I'm going to do and where I'm going to place everything, and for this time, for some reason, I didn't do that, and it's probably the reason why this didn't turn out as good as I thought it would be. but I went ahead with some other stickers to make it a little bit more pastel and fun. And then I started on my calendar page, which is also a page that I don't do very often, but again, I feel like it's really important to try different things and different layouts in your bullet journal, and I decided to do one of those vertical calendars that you have 2 sections for your tasks and events and things that you want to do. For some reason, I wanted to try this for August because I haven't done that in a while, and I feel like August is going to be a month where I'm going to have a lot of things going on, so I want to make a calendar for that. And I had the idea of using the Tombow dual brush pens and do like an ombre effect on the vertical calendar for the days of the month, and I feel like it turned out good-ish. I tried the ombre effect before I did it in my bullet journal, but it just didn't turn out as good as I wanted. But yeah, I didn't feel like the calendar looked as good as I wanted, and I don't know if it's because it's too tall, it's because it's too close to the washi tapes at the top, I don't know, but I just didn't really enjoy it. But I moved on to my other pages anyway, because this is what I had in mind to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I did, and I regret a little bit, but at the same time, it's part of the process of bullet journaling, doing themes and layouts and designs that you don't enjoy, so you can learn with them. And again, this calendar is going to meet my purposes, which is just to have a space to write any events and tasks and things that are happening throughout the month. So it's there, it's not pretty, but it's there. And if you are a beginner to bullet journal, I have several videos about how to start a bullet journal and different pages, ideas, and tips and tricks, and I'm going to link everything in the description box, because, you know, when you see these types of videos, you feel like you have to do things like that in your bullet journal, and you really don't. I feel like there's no right way to bullet journal. It's a lot of trial and error and see what works for you, and I have like 6 years of bullet journal. I started in 2017, so like 7 years of bullet journaling right now, and I just feel like I learned a lot. But in terms of style for themes, I haven't found my style yet, which is pretty sad because I'm always changing styles in notebooks and I can never find the style that I like. But yeah, I'm more a minimalist than anything, so I feel like I'm going to stick with minimalism from now on. I did a minimal theme for July, and I'm really enjoying using that theme throughout this month. For August, I decided to do this pastel one, and it was just not my favorite. So live and learn, and make sure you try different things in your bullet journal and that you have fun with it. Next up, I'm setting up my to-do list for the month and my goal section. I always do this every month in my bullet journal, and it has been something fun that I really like to do. I just set up a monthly to-do list in a goal section to keep on track of things that I have to do throughout the month. And this has been a cohesive thing that I've been doing in my bullet journal. And that is another thing that I want to mention, is that you can be repetitive in your bullet journal. There's nothing wrong with it, but make sure that you're not doing the same pages or the same layouts every month, and that you don't give a try to other layouts and pages. I feel like you should be able to find a middle point between the two and try different things, but keep the things that work for you in your bullet journal and have fun with it. And I always keep my to-do list in my goal section in my bullet journal, but I sometimes change the layouts or the order of the pages to spice things up a little bit. And I always include like habit tracker, but I always change the layout. And I feel like that is the beauty of bullet journaling, is having flexibility to do different layouts and pages and still use your bullet journal as it should be used. So for this month, I decided to do a smaller to-do list, because I always do big to-do lists, but I don't fill them in all the way. So I decided to just do a couple of lines for my to-do list and even less lines for my goal section, because I don't really have monthly goals anymore. This was something that I used to do at the beginning of every year, but now it's more just like finishing a course or try a new recipe, stuff like that. It's not that big of a deal, so I just reduced the space for my goal section and for my to-do list. I would also like to mention that I'm going to have a shop update on August 3rd. I am thinking about having limited stock on a lot of products and to just sell the ones that I have available and do like an opening of the shop, and then once everything is off, I'm going to close my shop again. because I really want to introduce new products to my shop, but I didn't have the time until now. So I'm going to do a shop update with a few new products next weekend, and then I'm going to have another shop update maybe at the Black Friday sale or something with other new products. So let me know what products you'd like to see on my shop besides stationery grab bags, because those are going to be selling out really fast. So make sure you check out my shop in a week from now. Next to my to-do list and goal section is going to be my habit tracker for the month, and this time I did a little bit different because I was going to mix my habit tracker and my mood tracker on the same page, but I changed my mind because I didn't have space for that, and I realized that I don't need a mood tracker, so I just did a habit tracker, and I did a huge calendar with the days of the month inside with a light gray shade, and each square for each day is going to be a different tracker. And I'm going to track how often I'm learning Japanese, because I've been doing Duolingo lessons non-stop, but I haven't been studying hiragana and katakana as I should, so I need to track that. And I also want to track where I work out and when I take walks. And I'm also really focused on learning marketing again and getting back on the course. So I have a tracker for that. I didn't have for July because I didn't know if I was going to have time to start. So I'm doing that for July. And my last tracker is also health related, and it's for me to keep track if I take creatine or a protein shake, because I really want to get ripped for the gym, and that is something that I cannot miss in my routine. Let me know what trackers you're tracking in August, and let's move on to my weekly spread. So I'm setting up a weekly spread in my bullet journal in this video because I wanted to talk about layouts of the weekly spreads. I am someone who normally sets up their weekly spread every week, but that is not doable for a lot of people, and I just wanted to mention that because something works for me and for other bullet journalists, it doesn't have to work for you. And in this case, I'm actually setting up a new week for August because I'm not going to have time next week to set up one with the shop update, so I'm just going to do this right now. And I also wanted to share with you how a weekly spread filled with color and stickers can also be useful and not just filled with stationery that you cannot write anything on it. So for the weekly spread, I actually did the headers with washi tape, and I used my alphabet stamps from Notebook Therapy to do the headers on top of the washi tapes because the ink sticks and it's a lifesaver. And I'm going to have 7 days on these pages, and a calendar and a to-do list. And I still have space for some stickers, and of course these are the lines that I use for each day. I think are about 6 because I don't do a lot of things. I am very productive every day, but I don't do a lot of different things in a day, so I just kept the days like this. This is enough for me. And I added a calendar to keep track of any dates, any important things that are happening. And I'm going to have a to-do list for the week because that is really important for me. I cannot live without a weekly spread that doesn't have a to-do list on the side. So I included one in this weekly spread. Now, as you can probably tell, this theme is nothing over extraordinary. I didn't really enjoy how it turned out, to be honest. I feel like it was not the best theme that I've done this year. I feel like it's my worst of the year. And these things happen often in bullet journaling when you just create a theme that it is just not what you intended to be. I'm still okay with making this theme. I don't like it, but I'm not going to make another theme because the pages and the layouts that I need for my month are here, and that's what matters the most. But I just wanted to mention that this happens all the time, and when you see these beautiful themes on YouTube and other creators' pages, they sometimes are not their most favorite themes, and they also create ugly themes, and that's okay. And not every theme in their bullet journal is perfect, and if you ever do an ugly bullet journal theme in your bullet journal, this is not a reason to not show them on Instagram or YouTube or whatever. I feel like it's really good to show other people that we are human and we make mistakes and that our themes are not perfect. So here is a good example of a theme that in my mind was good, but I couldn't really put it together in my bullet journal. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to check out the description for my shop, my Ko-Fi memberships if you want to be my pen pal, and all the videos that I mentioned here on this video and the stationery that I used. Please leave a rainbow emoji in the comments if you watched the video until this point, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!